Hi guys, today is World Day Against Child Labour, a day designated by the International Labour Organization to promote development amongst younger generation. Now according to the UNICEF, 2025 has been the decided year to eliminate child labour. However, 1 out of 6 children are being employed in unpaid manual labour, and in poorer countries, the ratio goes down to 1 out of 4 or even lesser. In the next 2 minutes of the video, I shall be dealing with child labour, its aggravating effects due to COVID-19, and how we can deal with it. Now, I hope you remember Ebola outbreak in 2014 and 15. Now, according to a UN representative, Yasmin Ali, it has been stated that during that outbreak, there was more tendency of child labour. Now, that is because of the stress caused by the pandemic in families. Closure of schools has caused immediate pressure upon parents for childcare learning and survival. In turn, it has caused a lot of exploitation and abuse of children at their households, causing them to feel neglected. Imagine a situation where there is a 10-year-old boy named Ram, has a younger sibling and his parents are daily wage earners. Due to lockdown, there is a complete end to the income. Whatever savings they have had through the years has been used within 2 to 3 weeks of the lockdown itself. Now after that, there comes a situation where they either have to beg or borrow to sustain a living. After the lockdown, do you think that the income will be enough for the parents to sustain a living as well as to pay back the borrowings? Probably not. And that is when Ram or the child will be sent out of the house to pay and sustain a livelihood. Prevention of child labour is a policy matter, and the government will have to do what it has to. But you also have to do your part. Make sure that you don't employ any child in your households or workspaces. Also, you can ensure that when you see a chotu in a mill or a factory, that you call the child helpline and report to the concerned authorities. Be a conscientious buyer, which means that when you buy products, make sure you ask questions that it was produced in a child labor-free unit or not. We do have animal cruelty-free products, don't we? So it's time that we ask the right questions now. Remember, there's prevention of child labour in hazardous places under the Constitution and provisions in the Prevention of Child Labour Act. Know about it and aware others as well. If you're wealthy enough to sponsor a child for education who cannot pay for themselves, that will be good too. And if you can't do that, then make sure that you volunteer in an NGO working towards child rights, or volunteer yourself to teach the kids of your house helps. Remember, a child does not belong in a workspace. They belong at school. And because they cannot speak up for themselves, it is me and you who need to speak on their behalf. If you have felt the anger of a child being mistreated at their workspace, channel it in the right direction. And most of all, guys, make sure that you look for prevention of child labour on the agenda of political parties before voting for them. Follow me on Instagram, like, share and comment on this video.